Welcome back to my channel. If you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that button. We are trying to get those subscribers up. I don't really have a goal of where I want my subscribers to be. I just want to see that my channel is having some sort of growth. And you know, if you like the video, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to continue to post more cool videos. So first things first, I think I want to go ahead and formally introduce, thing one and thing two. They're making an appearance today in the video. They weren't invited. They decided to crash the party. So I thought that you should just formally introduce them since they have decided to stick around. I'm actually in the process of getting my skin completely together. I'm actually on Accutane, and I have some videos about that and how my journey is coming along. So if you want to watch those videos, you can go ahead and check those out too as well. By the title of this video, you can tell this is another story time. I had so much fun during the last video reliving my early college days. This story time is going to be about the time that I was abandoned and stranded in Panama City Beach, Florida. Another disclaimer, guys, I'm still upset about this. This happened in 2010, so this is almost 8 years ago, but I'm still really upset about it. The girl who left us, I still don't rock with her to this day. Honestly, none of my friends do, but me and one of the girls, it's more so like we don't like her. I know that seemed a little petty, and I'm 29 now. I'll be 30 in less than 3 months, but I feel like a lot of times the principle of things, it just overweighs time. Hopefully throughout this process of me telling the story, this will be kind of like, a therapy session, and we can get to the point of forgiveness, but I will never forget. I will never forget. And at the end of this story, guys, you're gonna understand why. Panama City Beach, Florida is a big spring break destination for college students. It's in Florida by nice beaches, but it is cheap. Spring break 2010 was the 4th year that I was in college, so it was my senior year, and me and 3 of my closest friends actually went to Panama City Beach for our junior year in 2009 for spring break, and we had the time of our lives. And I'm actually going to tell that story in another story time because it was great. I want to introduce the key players in the story. Of course, I'm not going to use anybody's real name just to respect their privacy. So 3 of my closest friends, we have we're kind of clicked up. We have a little clique or whatever, as you do in college. You have your friends that become more like your family. So we're gonna call these girls Stephanie, Monica, and Kia. We had so much fun in Panama City Beach in 2009 for our junior year. For our senior year, of course, we wanted to go again. So we started to get things planned ahead of time because we didn't want to do it at the last minute like we did the previous year. We had like 3 or 4 other girls that we wanted to come with us, and we were trying to see if we can make this a big group thing. Of course, you guys know stuff like that never works, especially with my people. We just can never seem to get it together when it comes to things like that. One girl, we're gonna call her Bianca. She ended up being the only one who was going to be able to join us. And let me just give you a little background about Bianca. How Bianca even became a part of our group is Kia was dating this guy, and he had a roommate, and his roommate was dating Bianca. I'm really gonna try my hardest not to shade this girl in this video. I'm really gonna try so hard. Ashley, don't be petty. Don't be petty, Ashley. Don't be petty. Don't be petty. You've evolved. You guys are doing great. She's okay. Bianca was dating this guy that was roommates with my friend's boyfriend. So of course, whenever my friend Kia would go over to her boyfriend's house, Bianca would always be there. So they became cool. We tried to make it a big group thing. Everybody didn't want to come. So it was just going to be Kia, myself, Bianca, Stephanie, and Monica. We all decided to go to Panama City Beach. Now, this is the kicker. Initially, we were going to rent a car because that's what we did the previous year. So we were going to do that again, and she said, no, don't worry about it, because she had just gotten a new car. And she said, I'll just drive my car. So I'm like, okay, cool. And the crazy thing is my mom, I swear she knows everything. She told me, you guys need to get a rental car. I don't think you need to drive anybody's car. You guys need to get a rental car. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you, but we're just gonna drive her car. Now, before the trip even started, there was already tension between Stephanie and Bianca. They just never vibed really well. They just didn't. And we went out to dinner, I think the day before the trip, and they just were not they just weren't vibing, and you could tell that they really didn't like each other. But hey, we're going on a trip together. So I think that's another reason why my mom was saying that we needed to get a rental car, because of course I was filling her in on everything that was going on. So the day of the trip comes and we're on our way to Panama City Beach. You know, we're in the back of the car, me, Stephanie, and Monica. We're definitely cramped because her car was not that big, but you know, we're gonna make it happen because we are ready to go. We're ready to party. We're about to have fun. The four of us had already been to Panama City Beach the year before, so we knew what to expect, and we were in full party mode. We already have it planned of what's gonna happen as soon as we get to this hotel room. We're gonna get to this hotel room, unpack, get dressed, get ready to go pick up something to eat, get the liquor, and then we're gonna head to the beach and get the party started. When you're on spring break, what you do is you party the entire time. It is one full week without classes, without papers, without professors, without any of that. One full week where you're off and you get to celebrate with your friends and your parents aren't there. And Bianca, she was more so like, she liked to smoke more than she liked to drink. I kind of knew that she wouldn't be as turned up as us, but at the same time, I feel like, hey, this is the one time where she can probably loosen up a little bit and we'll have fun. So we're in the car and we're pretty much almost there, and she's like, yeah, man, I can't wait to get to the room so I can take a nap. A nap? What do you want a nap for? Are you tired because you've been driving? Because other people offer it to drive. This is not gonna be good, because she has the car, and if she says she wants to go back to the room and go to sleep, then what are we gonna do? The first year we went, there wasn't a lot of people from our school there, but this year, I guess everybody heard about how great it was. Maybe we were talking too much about it, but everybody was there. I kind of found that as an advantage, because Bianca likes to hang out with a lot of guys. She's a guy's girl. She doesn't really have a lot of female friends, and I see why. I mean, you're trifling. Stop being petty. Just stop. It's over. It was 8 years ago. Let it go. She's more of a guy's girl, and a lot of her homeboys were going to be there, which I thought, hey, that should be great, you know. So if we ever want to venture off and go party and have fun, and she just feels like sitting and smoking, she has all her smoking homies here with her. All her smoking homies are here with her to hold her down, so she should have fun. It should be no problem. We end up getting to the room, and we, I guess, convinced her, or I guess she felt better, and she was cool to go. We all got ready. We got something to eat. We got some liquor. We head to the beach. Hey, guess what? She sees some of her homeboys. I'm like, perfect. You guys can sit here, smoke, whatever. We're going to drink. We're going to walk up and down the beach. We're going to get some frozen drinks. We're going to meet people. That's what you do on spring break. Here's the first thing that happens, okay? We're out there for a little bit, and she decides that she wants to go back to the room. And it's like, okay, so do you want someone to drive back with you to the room, and then they can drive the car back here so that we all can, you know, come back together with the car? And she said she doesn't want anybody driving her car. And it was at that moment that I really knew, okay, she's tripping. So you just want to leave us at the beach, and we don't have any way to get back to the room, but you decided to drive your car. And this is how I feel. If we're all going together as a group, and we have the option to rent a car, and I decide to drive my car, then it is my responsibility to make sure that everybody gets to and from where they're supposed to be until we get back home. That's just the responsibility that you take on when you decide to take your car somewhere with your friends, because they're your friends, right? That's what you're supposed to do, right? Hold on, we're not done yet. If she wants to go home and she wants to be lame, then just let her go home. Just let her go home, whatever. So we stay at the beach, we're having a great time. And the great thing about being on spring break is that you meet so many guys. People are just nice in general. And plus we knew so many people who were there. So we ended up hitching a ride with these guys who stayed at the same hotel that we did, which was cool because we were definitely walking at first and we were pissed. And mind you, we're all drunk. Everybody is freaking pissed off at this point. We get to the room and she's just laying in the bed. She's just laying there, like on her phone, laying in the bed, just like this or whatever. So we get back, everybody's drunk. We're kind of pissed because of how she's acting. Now, mind you, Kia is the closest to her at this time. So Kia's trying to talk to her and just figure out, like, what's going on with you? Like, what's wrong? And, oh, nothing. Like, I'm just chilling, you know. I mean, I just feel like my idea of a vacation is just, you know, chilling in a hotel room smoking. What? 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 So you just want to chill in the room and smoke all day? Then why are you here? Like, why would you come to spring break, Panama City Beach, with a whole bunch of college kids and you just want to chill in the hotel room and smoke? We're here to party. This is the thing, like, it would be different if she didn't know what to expect when she was going on this trip, but she knew exactly what to freaking expect. We told her that it was gonna be nonstop party, nonstop go. The only time that we're gonna be in our room is to shower and to sleep, honey. And we're not even gonna be sleeping that much. She knew what to expect. This was not anything new to her. And she told us before the trip, oh yeah, I'm gonna be down, you know? I'm gonna have so much fun with you guys. It's gonna be so dope. So we got back to the room. We convinced her, okay, cool, we're just gonna go out. And I remember even then just talking to her and being like, okay, like, we straight, like, if you're okay, like, you know, we'll just go out now, you know, because at this point it's just like whatever. So we get ready to go out. We get to the club. Now, there are so many different clubs that you go to in Panama City Beach. One is Spinnaker's, one is La Villa. I can't remember the names of any of the other ones. I think one's called the Tiki Bar. Yes, I remember that one. There's just so many different places and different bars that you can go to. So this night, we're gonna start with going to Spinnaker's, right? So we get up there to the door and they say it's $10 to get in. Okay, cool. Bianca starts getting all upset because she says she doesn't want to pay $10. She doesn't really have money like that. Now, before the trip started, we had already told her, hey, if you need something, we got you. That's what we do. And even the year before that, I didn't have any money. And Monica fronted for me for the trip. She really did. They paid for me to go on this trip. And that's what friends do for each other. So, of course, we were willing to do the same for her. It wasn't an issue. And $10, that really wasn't that much. But when you broke, I understand. $10 is a lot when you don't have any money. But considering the fact that since she drove, we were willing to pay for her because she drove her car. She put the miles on her car. Shouldn't have been a big problem, right? Wrong. So at this point, she's complaining. We're standing outside of the club just like, okay, well, what do you want to do? Because we're willing to pay for you. So basically, you're just saying you don't want to go. You don't want to take the $10 that we're going to give you, and you want to ruin everybody's fun because you just don't want to go. And I think she mentioned something about she wants to go get something to eat, or let's just go get something to eat. And it's like, what the freak? We're in freaking Panama City Beach. It's spring break, bro. Like, what you're trying to do, we could do that back in Georgia. We're in Florida right now. We are on vacation. Nobody's trying to just sit in the room and smoke. Nobody wants to do that. You could do that at home. Why would you waste the time? Why would you waste the little money that you did spend? Why would you put these miles in your car if you're not even going to fully enjoy the experience? You should have just stayed home, let the four of us go. We could have rented a car and there wouldn't have been any problem. I don't understand. So Stephanie is, you know, a bit feisty, and she likes to do what she wants to do, you know? So she started walking up towards the club, like she just didn't care. So she went in there, she paid, and I followed her because I knew at that point, I know her. I know Stephanie. If she walked in the club, it's because she doesn't really care to hear anything that Bianca has to say, and she's going in regardless. So I followed her, one, because I wanted to go to the club, and two, I'm not gonna let her go in there by herself. Stephanie was actually my roommate, my first roommate. We were each other's first roommate when we came to college, so, you know, we're close. So I followed her. I wasn't gonna let her go in there by herself, and plus I wanted to party too. And three, I'm mad at the shit that Bianca said. I don't know if we were texting them. I'm pretty sure we were just saying, well, we already went in, we already paid, guys, just come in. And Bianca didn't want to come in. So it sucks because Monica and Kia had to stay outside with Bianca when they really wanted to go and have fun. They really did. So They stayed out there with her. I think they ended up going to eat and then they just went back to the room or something. I don't know. All I know is that me and Stephanie had the time of our lives that night. We had so much freaking fun. And mind you, everybody had already been drinking. So by the time we even got to the club, we had already been drinking in the room. We had been drinking all day because it's freaking spring break. That's what you do. I think that had a lot to do with the reason why Stephanie just went ahead and walked in. And probably, you know, something to do with why I just walked in behind her too. But I wasn't going to let her go in there by herself and be in the club by herself. I'm not about to do that. We're in freaking Florida. It's already messed up that Bianca would even leave us there at the club. As soon as we walked in, she should have just been like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna come in because I have the car. I'm not gonna just leave my friends here at the club in freaking Panama City Beach, Florida. Who does that? Luckily, as I mentioned earlier, there were a lot of people from our school who were in Panama City Beach that year. So some of our homeboys came and picked us up and they took us back to our room, which was great. And it was a great night. That's all I can say is we had so much fun. The next morning, I believe I had a conversation with Bianca and she was just, I basically saying that I guess she was upset and I was like, well, I was upset too, you know, but it's cool, it's whatever, we're just moving on to the next day. Because I mean, there's just, again, this is the second time that I'm doing this because it's like, I just want to have a good time. I just want to have a good time. And whether or not you're mad because I walked in behind Stephanie, that's fine. But I'm mad because you caused this whole thing to happen and you left us at the beach earlier. So that's kind of messed up. So we go to the beach, you know, because this is what you do. You get home from the club after a nice night of turning up and then you eat something probably and you go to sleep. Wake up, shower, get ready, go eat, get something to drink, go to the beach. This is what you do on spring break in Panama City Beach every day, okay? So we go to the beach, you know, having our fun, drinking, blah, blah, blah. And she does the same thing. I'm gonna go home. Now, by this time, Kia and Monica are really not here for her. Monica, at this point, is gone. She made up for missing out on the club the night before at the beach that day. So needless to say, she was out of order. We just, you know, we're watching her. She's having a good time. She's not really paying attention to everything that's going on because she really can't pay attention to what's going on. Bianca starts doing her thing, talking about, I want to leave, I just want to go. And it's like, okay, we've only been out here like a few hours. Like, you usually stay out there like the whole day. This is what you do. This is friggin' Panama City Beach, is spring break. What's thesis? Cause you already knew what was supposed to happen, so you're just coming out here acting like that. It just makes me feel like, you know, you're doing this on purpose or something. I digress. At this point, Kia's just like, you know what? I knew you was gonna act like this. I knew you were gonna do this. And Bianca's like, well, what you mean? What you mean? She's like, I knew you were gonna do this. I knew you were going to act like this. And it's uncalled for. And Kia was upset, you know, because she ruined her first night too. So she just decides to leave. And before that, she made a comment saying, well, I'm not a taxi. I can't just be taking you guys everywhere and dropping you off. I'm not a taxi. But you chose to drive your car when we offered to get a rental car. You chose to drive your car. You chose to drive your car. And now you're gonna say, I'm not a taxi and we're supposed to be your friends? Okay. So she leaves, and at this point, I'm just like, see, I'm over the bullshit. At this time, I had been drinking, and when I drink, especially when I was younger, I used to talk a lot of shit. I had a big mouth. Now, I won't even, you know, be fake and not say that I wasn't talking shit, because I definitely was, but I definitely was saying everything that everybody was thinking, and people were co-signing me at the same time. And then our private conversations, everybody was pretty much saying the same thing. Right, I already gave you the benefit of the doubt from the beach yesterday, and then you left me and Stephanie at the club. Like, bruh, you left us, right? So we get back to the room. Monica passes out because Monica had too much fun at the beach that day. She passes out. We see Bianca in the bed at this time, and she's doing the same thing she was doing the first day, laying in the bed on her phone, just texting, laying in the bed, right? And you know, she probably had smoked or something before then, but she smoked at the beach too. That's what was really killing me. Is like, yo, like, your homeboys are here, like, it's plenty of what you like to do around, so you can have fun too. She's just laying in the bed. Nobody says anything to her. Not Kia, definitely not Stephanie, and I didn't either. We put Monica in the bed and we all, you know, start to get ready or whatever, because we're about to go out. Like, that's what we're about to do. Mind you, listen to what I'm saying here. We put Monica in the bed. Monica's in the bed. We write Monica a note. I write her a note and say, Monica, we're going out, we'll be back. We're not saying anything to Bianca. Nobody says anything to her. And I know I was being extra with it. I'm not even gonna lie. I was definitely being a biatch. Okay, I was definitely being a biatch, because at this point it's like, you already done show me that you don't care. And I honestly, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I don't regret anything that I said, because you've already shown us that you don't care. You don't care, so why should I care about you? Obviously, this friendship that we have is really not that important to you, and you don't hold it in the same way that everybody else does, okay? So we leave Monica a note to let her know that we're leaving, and we leave. We don't say anything to her. We go out, and I can't remember where we were headed. I know we got in a taxi, and Kia says, did you guys just get the text from Bianca? And again, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm getting old. I can't really remember if Bianca texted all of us or if she just texted Kia. But I remember seeing the text that says, my sister got in an accident, I gotta go to Chicago. Not a call, but a text. Okay, guys, so this is my thing. If what she says was true, you knew that Monica's laying in the bed, passed out, and you're just gonna leave her in the hotel? You can even call and say, hey guys, you guys may need to come back because I'm leaving. What if Monica woke up and she's choking? You know, this is just girl code, and this is anybody who's watching this video who just started college or you're about to go to college. Know this. Have a group of friends around you that you know is going to look out for you in the event that you get too intoxicated of any sort, whatever it is, whatever your preference is that you're doing. If you are somewhat debilitated, make sure you have a group of friends where you can count on somebody who's gonna look out for you, because those three girls, I know that they will look out for me, and I will do the same for them. But that girl Bianca clearly doesn't care. So mind you, all of this is piled on together. She done left us at the beach the first day. She done left me and Stephanie at the club the first night. She left us at the beach the second day, and now you're leaving Monica in the hotel room by herself, and then you leave to go to Chicago to say you're going to Chicago, and then you just send us a freaking text message. You don't even call us. So at that point, we all in the car just talking about it, and we all come to the conclusion that she's lying, because you couldn't even face anybody and call somebody and say that this is what happened. At the time, her sister was pregnant, so whatever. But I never believed her. I never believed her. None of us never believed her. She just left us in freaking Panama City Beach. Like, she freaking left us. So I don't remember all the details of this night. I think that we just went out to the club and we got a ride back with some of our friends. So yeah, she left us. She left us in Panama City Beach. She freaking left us. We had fun. We still went and had a great time. We had a great time. We had fun. And now that I think about it, I'm like, man, maybe one of us should have went back to the room and checked on Monica. But we were already out, again, young, dumb, doing stupid stuff. But it wasn't intentional, you know what I mean? It's like we were already out, and then this girl says that she left, you know, or that she was leaving. And we didn't know if she left then or if she was leaving in the morning. We didn't know anything, because all she did was send us a text that didn't give us a lot of details on what her plans were. When we get back to the room, we see that she's not there, and that's when Monica fills us in that she woke up, and when she woke up that she wasn't there. We're pissed at this time. Everybody's just pissed, and we just can't believe it. Just mad, because we're just like, what the freak, how are we gonna get home? But of course, being responsible and smart and always having common sense college kids, we didn't even start planning on how we were gonna get home. That was the second day. We still had 2 or 3 more days there before we had to leave. And we literally didn't even plan or put together how we were getting home until the last day, like the last full day. Again, thankful to our friends who were there, who helped us get around. We had some female friends that we were really close with who were there as well. We ended up linking up with them, partying with them, and we rode home with them. So that was great. But we enjoyed the rest of our time there. We had a great time. And it's crazy because I can always remember Monica the next morning just being like, she really loved us. She just kept saying it over and over. She did. She really loved us. And Kia, I feel like, was hurt the most. because her and Bianca were really close. So we go on throughout the rest of the trip. Like I said, we had a great time. It was fun. We were stranded. We literally were outside of our hotel after we checked out. And mind you, when you're in Panama City Beach, some people get like the condos and they stay in those. Some people get the like the houses or the beach houses and stuff like that if you have money. We always stayed in rinky-dink hotels because you're never going to be there for long. You're only there to shower, get ready, and sleep. That's it. So we're literally outside of our hotel, our motel. It's more like a motel. And we have all of our stuff. The road that we were on was a road that you have to pass to get back to Georgia. And so many people that we went to school was like, yeah, we saw y'all out there. Y'all just had all y'all bags waiting, because we were waiting on the people who were gonna come and give us the ride. And it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, but you know, we made the best of it. We had a great time. I really think that trip really showed us who's there for you. What about your friends? Are they gonna stand their ground? Are they gonna let you down? Quoting TLC, I'm just saying, they said it a long time ago in 1992 and it applied that year in 2010. What about your friends? That trip was really a testament as to how much we cared about each other, and just one of those things that we still laugh about to this day. Another reason why I'm really not over it as far as with her goes and why it's really hard for me to forgive her is because she was doing a lot after the incident happened. We got back to Georgia. She had never left. She never went to Chicago, so she's a liar. I don't think that anything ever happened to her sister. Your sister had this life-threatening accident and she's pregnant, which means that it could be potentially harmful to the baby. You would think that she would go, because if you're leaving us in Panama, you should have been on the first thing smoking to Chicago. And she never went. And that just let me know that she's a liar. And for you to lie on your pregnant sister and your unborn niece or nephew's life just so you can leave us in Panama, that just shows me what type of person you are. I don't want anything to do with you. We could have done a lot of stuff. We could have tried to fight her. We could have messed up her car. We could have done all that, but I never wanted to do anything just because I feel like we were friends with her. She ended up still being friends with Monica and Kia. It is what it is. Me and Stephanie definitely didn't like it one bit. She tried to be friends with other roommate who she talked so much smack about, and it's like, you didn't like them, but now that you're not cool with everybody, now you're talking to them. And this is before she kind of became back cool with Monica and Kia. She was all in the other girls' faces, but you were just talking about them. That's the cherry on top of the cake. You're just a fake person, and I feel like she did everything she did on purpose. She probably had this all planned. She knew what she was going to do. It's like that in college. You learn a lot about people, and I take that as a lesson. I don't put anything past anybody, and she really helped to teach me that lesson, that you don't know who you can trust until they show you that you can trust them. Nobody talks to this girl anymore. She did a couple of other things after that, like she was trying to, start something with me and Stephanie, particularly me, but she never confronted me about what she was so hurt about, what I said. She always told other people, and I was just like, well, she can come and tell me. I don't really have a problem with that, because I said what I said. I said what I said. Nene voice. You don't do stuff like that to people. You never know what can happen. Our phones were not even as good as they are today, where people can be tracked. So if somebody would have gotten snatched or anything, it just would have been a mess. And my friends and I, we made the best of that trip. We had a blast. It was just afterwards, just really realizing that somebody who you cared about, who you thought was your friend, is really not your friend. It's a harsh lesson to learn. When I look at where she's at right now, and I don't know much details about her because, again, nobody talks to her, but just from what I do know, she has never really progressed in her life. And maybe she saw that we were headed towards that, as we've all been doing, pretty well. Not saying everybody's like the best of where we want to be, but we went to college and we accomplished what we were supposed to accomplish in college, and she didn't. And sometimes people can see that in you and they don't like it, because that's the only thing that can explain why she did what she did. So yeah, guys, that was the time that I was abandoned and stranded in Panama City Beach on spring break. I know this is a long story time, but there was so many details. I wanted to make sure that you guys really understood what happened. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm going to be coming back with more story times. I really like doing these videos, and I have plenty of stories to tell. So like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, guys.